My 25F boyfriend, 25M, told me that he will always compliment other women in front of me. We were having a conversation about past hookups and he said the most recent hookup he had was gorgeous. I got really upset. He said it shouldn't matter because he has chosen me and that I need to trust him. I said it's not about trust, it's about respect, decency and perhaps common courtesy for your partner. I believe you should be making other girls jealous of your girl, not your girl jealous of other girls. But I am also a sensitive person and I have BPD, so I don't know, maybe I'm the crazy one here. He said isn't going to let me police what he says, doesn't say, and that he will compliment other women time and time again in the future, and that I just need to trust him again. I disagreed that this is something I'd accept in a relationship, so I told him that I no longer wanted to be in a serious relationship with him. We are now just dating as opposed to exclusive BF/GF. The conclusion of this conflict was him saying that he will keep what I said to him about this topic in mind moving forward. Apart from this, he is perfect in every other way. I saw him as a potential suitor for marriage and kids. But now I think I've gotten the ick. My respect for him has lowered quite significantly. The last guy the first dated with his mindset turned out to be a selfish, narcissistic abuser who negged me the entire relationship. The previous guys I dated who did not have this mindset made me feel like I was the most beautiful girl in the world. They did not give me any insecurities, or made me feel like I was in competition with other women. Most importantly, they did not end up abusing me. They were also a lot more sophisticated and wealthier. Basically, guys without this mindset treated me a lot better. My plan is to give it some time to see if I can get over this newfound disgust for him. I didn't have to deal with this behavior in the majority of my previous relationships, so why should I have to deal with this now? I don't know if I'm making a big deal about this, though. Tell him your last FWB was hung like a horse, and regularly left you walking bow-legged for days after giving you the business. Or next time you're out in public, loudly comment on other men's bulges and say you'd like to see what's he's packin'. See if he feels the same way after that. Or better yet, find someone who doesn't act like a high schooler. It's not you. He is being a child. You should not be dating him, just move on. You need a clean break. Lol. Why though? Why? Give yourself time to get over newfound disgust. Like, is that really how you want to continue this relationship? There's a difference between being open and honest and just being an asshole. Seems like your boyfriend is the latter. If someone can't be bothered to just filter their brain to not say offensive things, then that is really indicative of what your relationship with him will be like in the future. My plan is to give it some time to see if I can get over this newfound disgust for him. Why? You know he isn't going to change. Plus you already know that you like guys who don't do this crap. Just end it and find someone who respects you. I 37M struggle with empathy and doing things, no questions asked, for my wife 36F. I, 37M, like to ask questions and give across my point of view. I've typically always have had issues with authority-like figures. My wife, 36F, gets very upset when she asks me to do something and I don't immediately do the thing she asks because I sometimes second-guess her take, or give my opinion or question the reason for the thing she asks me to do. She says she feels like I always put myself first and have no empathy with her because I'd rather question her than immediately doing things she asks me for without question. It's not like she asks for irrational things either. She believes that if I love her and have empathy with her needs and wants, I wouldn't question her so much and I would just do the thing she asked me for. Latest example. This morning was freezing and we were in bed. She asked me to go turn the heater on because she wanted to exercise. She exercises all mornings and it's especially important for her to do it now because she's coming out of a depression. She's been doing it 5 weeks in a row now and I'm proud of her. I half-jokingly told her it was too cold to get out of bed and wanted to stay there longer. And did. She got herself up and tried to get the heater on, but can't do it. She never manages to get it on by herself. She comes back flustered and angry and told me she's freezing and that I wasn't doing what she asked me for. I got up and turned it on, but got upset about how she was treating me this early and that it was uncalled for. She gets upset about me being upset for it. And gets further upset because she feels I put myself first and can't do things without questioning her. She says that if I love her, I should be more empathic and understanding, and not get upset with her for being upset. Her reason is that I sometimes need to be the one in our relationship to cool the situation down and support her if she's angry, instead of escalating it by being angry myself. I agree with that sentiment. I am too quick to react to anger with anger, instead of breathing in and calming both of us. I would love to work on that and be more supportive. But I also want to deal with the feelings of being able to do things for the person I love, without question, instead of feeling that I'm getting my point of view trampled by not expressing it there and then. I'm at a loss because I end up feeling guilty for not doing things for my wife without question or empathy. Edit. Reddit loves to recommend therapy, and with good reason. So I wanted to clarify I'm already in therapy for myself. And have not yet tried couples therapy. This has nothing to do with questioning her. She asked you for help with something you know she can't do by herself. You chose not to do it and then get upset that she isn't happy with you. Why would you start this whole thing if you could just do something nice for your partner that doesn't really take any effort on your part? You're creating tension and starting fights for really minuscule things. You even admit yourself the things she asks for are not irrational. If something so small gets you so riled up that you need to control your breathing, maybe you should go to therapy. You sound absolutely exhausting. Not everything needs a discussion or an explanation. There's a million boring chores that need doing in life. Your wife asking you to do one of them is not a dictatorship. She doesn't need to rationalize every request. You don't need to have it explained to you every time. If your wife can't turn on the heater and you know this, why wouldn't you get up and turn it on? She's right, you suck. Why didn't you just turn on the heat? And what is wrong with your heater that it cannot be turned on with a thermostat? So my stepdad was like you and him, and my mum broke up because he was a textbook case of weaponized incompetence. It's not fun for the other person, people, and makes you look like a dick. If she asks you to put the heater on, do it. That's not something you need to ask questions about. My 26 male girlfriend, 33 female, keeps going through my phone in the middle of the night. My girl works nights from home a few times a week, and there's been a few times she has brought up things she found in my phone, after going through it while I was sleeping. I've told her in these instances that I feel weird about her going through my phone without asking first. She has said that she won't do it anymore, but some mornings I get this feeling that she went through it, and I'll see on my screen time tracker what apps she went through and what time she went through them. I haven't told her that I check the screen time. What's frustrating is I don't have anything to hide. I don't talk to other girls or even watch porn while I'm in committed relationships. I just don't like the fact that she is going through all my private stuff with unfettered access. I know for a fact that she gone through my notes where I keep a lot of my personal thoughts, journal entries. It all makes me feel like she doesn't trust me and has some boundary issues. Reddit, what advice do you have for me in this situation? How common is this in a committed relationship? Edit. She has never outright lied about going through my phone. I haven't brought it up recently because I didn't want her to realize that I see the screen time and when she's been getting on. I'm going to ask her tonight if she has gone through my phone recently and see what she says. I know for a fact she was on it last night, and I'm really nervous she'll lie. Your girlfriend doesn't trust you or respect your privacy. You don't have to feel what you feel. She objectively doesn't trust you and crosses your boundaries. I'd assume that this is just the tip of the iceberg with her. Is it a problem if you ever do anything without her? I assume it is. You'll have to let us know. Healthy relationships don't work without trust. The hard truth is she's never going to get better, because she needs to want to get better. She doesn't see it as an issue. So at some point you need to ask yourself if you want to live like this forever. If not, it's time to go. Good luck. If you've confronted her, explaining it makes you uncomfortable, and she just keeps doing it and lying, she's not a good partner. Lock your phone. Lock your journals in a drawer. You need to confront her about it. She is 33, and if trust issues are this strong, then she either needs to work on herself or you need to break up. Trust is a pillar of a relationship, and she clearly does not trust you. Is there a reason you can't have a password on your phone? My 22F boyfriend, 38M, wants me to take care of his dad. I've been dating my boyfriend of 5 years, and he's quite sweet and nice to me. We have a large age gap, but we are equal mental age-wise. His dad cheated on his mother a while ago and she kicked him out. My boyfriend wants to move him in and have me take care of him. Even if I could, he treated me horribly with sexual harassment jokes, and I made it clear to my boyfriend he might be better off in a nursing home. These have lately escalated into arguments where he yelled that I need to learn to take care of him than waste my time arguing. How do I convince him not to put his dad here? Make these age gap stories stop, please. Looks at ages. Leaves the chat. Given the suggestions shared in the comments and the fact that you've tried telling your boyfriend you don't want this and he doesn't care, You either accept taking care of your Phil as the future ahead of you, or you drop the boyfriend. You can't have both. When you turn 38 you are gonna realize how fucking disgusting this child predator you call a boyfriend is. Probably sooner, to be honest. Babe, I hear that you care about your dad and you want him to have the best care and be next to him. I just don't feel comfortable around him right now. That's not going to change. I hope we can come to some sort of compromise. Because I love you and I know this is important to you.